At the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Capricorn, you are going to have the opportunity to learn how to create what you desire. Just remember this. This is the beginning of a very important stage of your life. At the beginning of this week, you are going to have a very, very important, very, very unique and very powerful opportunity. And this opportunity is going to be all about you learning to create what you desire, learning to create what you desire the right way. You will know exactly what am I talking about, because this part of your life is very important in terms of your own development. No matter what you are doing, no matter where you are, no matter if you are like looking for a job, you are working, if you are retired, it doesn't really matter. This is to do with the necessary step, if I can put it this way, the necessary important step that you need to make when it comes to your development. So it doesn't really matter. The life is constantly changing. We are constantly evolving through our own experiences, especially when it comes to our own reflection and the things that we've learned in life, you know, the things that actually we learned so far and the way we reflect on them. It depends whether we've learned or whether we need to brush up on something again and again and again until we realize exactly what is going on. So this is the part of your life and the stage that you have been prepared for the last 11 months in particular. For the last 11 months you have been prepared for this. So it's all about the development. It's all about your own promotion. So it's about going on the next stage, next step of your life naturally. This is going to create a pathway to actually to be so much more happier, to be so much more optimistic. Let me just stress this again, that you have been prepared for this for a long time, and I really like it. Let me just show you this, my gorgeous Capricornius. Look at this. This was the oracle card right at the bottom. Financial health. Ooh la la. Of course that this is going to reflect on your finances, on your financial health, but also it's going to make you kind of become aware of the fact that you're going to be able to get something or buy something really big and really huge and really, really important. Something that you wanted for a long time. So it's not only about financial health, it's not only about the right step towards, when it comes to your own development, natural next stage, but it's also going to reflect on other things as well, my gorgeous Capricornians. Let me show you this. Like when it comes to this opportunity, oops, this card is missing here, sorry. When it comes to this opportunity, my gorgeous Capricornians, look at this. For your development, what are these oracle cards going to say? What are these oracle cards going to let us know when it comes to this opportunity for your own development? There you go. This is really going to reflect quite a lot on your immediate environment, and I think that you are going to be kind of feeling like within the next few weeks you're going to be feeling very intensely and very strongly how you want to kind of change things around, how you want to move around. Now suddenly you're going to have all these kind of inspirations, and especially when it comes to your immediate environment, and this is always good. And you are gonna almost immediately you're gonna start feeling really excited and really happy, especially when you can become aware of this opportunity at the beginning of this week. And this optimism is gonna be guiding you, but this is also going to make you aware of an important commitment. So you're going to have to commit yourself to this. So this in itself is going to bring a new and different responsibilities in your life. But this is all part of your process and progress, because it's also bringing healing and lots of peace into your life. Because I think that this is quite a lot along the lines with things that you have been worrying about. But then again, at the same time, you see you've got this baby here. Forgiveness. I know. It sounds corny by now, probably, but it's about, at the beginning of the week, you're also going to feel very kind of angry about someone, very negative about someone. And this is always the stage of our life that is like kind of letting us know that something very, very big is coming. Something very important for us is coming. So we just need to release that last bit of negativity in the form of the actual grudge that was still holding us down. So don't be surprised when now suddenly at the beginning of the week you're like just angry with George or Maria, or you're angry with like Elizabeth or something, you know, suddenly you feel this crazy anger about someone. And this is actually a very healthy stage of your life, because your spiritual journey is reaching a very important destination, but you're gonna need to kind of forgive to someone. So this is just like a part of this process and progress. And I know that some of you are gonna say like, oh right, yeah, I'm gonna forgive to this bastard or something, do you know what I mean, to this snake, what they did to me. No baby, no, it's not about a bastard, it's not about a snake who did this or the snakes that did this, do you know what I mean. It's about you understanding that, you know, you release this situation out of your life, you cut this out of your life, you cut the cords with this negativity through your own understanding. Through your own understanding, you're allowing your spirit to evolve, because you're learning through this experience, and you're not going to allow your spirit to evolve if you keep on holding grudges against someone. So don't be surprised when you're suddenly feeling angry and very negative about a certain person in your life that used to be in your life like a long time ago. So don't be surprised. Well, you need to remember that this is actually a really good sign that something big is coming, a big baby, something big is coming, big mama, you know, for sure. But you just need to kind of understand that you need to kind of release that person. It's not about that person, okay? It's about you allowing yourself to kind of evolve. And there is also something very interesting that you're going to realize about yourself at that moment in time. As soon as you release that person, forgive and release that person, just say a little mantra, say a little affirmation, say a little prayer, because at that moment in time something very, very interesting you are going to become aware of about yourself. Very, very interesting, something that you will just kind of feel like you want to explore, you want to find out a bit more. And that in itself, it's also kind of going to make you well, like almost like you passed a certain test, you know, in order to actually get to this point and get to this stage in your life. You will kind of become aware of what exactly you want to, who you want to be, and what exactly you want to become, and nothing is going to scare you anymore, you know, things on the past or on your journey, because there is something very specific, very important lesson that you've learned on the way. But you have to, as soon as you feel angry with someone, just take this as a blessing, seriously, because I'm telling you, as soon as you release that person out of your life but forgiving them, your eyes are going to be open, and you are going to find out something very specific about yourself. And this is important in this stage, indeed. And also, when it comes to the beginning of this week, you know, there is going to be like what, like an unusual sign that you are going to have. And again, it's coming through an animal, in an animal form. Whether this is going to be a cat, whether this is going to be a dog, whether this is going to be a wolf, do you know what I mean? Whether this is going to be a bear, do you know what I mean? Wherever you live, it really depends. Or maybe you're going to see an animal really far, far, far away. When you become aware of that sign, when you become aware of that animal, this is your spirit guide, this is your guardian angel trying to make you aware of the specific part of your life that, you know, that you keep on doing something that it's making you like kind of heartbroken, you know, you keep on doing something that it's not kind of working out. And you just have to be honest with yourself, because now your spirit guides and your guardian angels are going to try to let you know that you need to kind of really, the process of healing, it's not going to start until you see and realize which aspect and which part of your life came to an end. And now this is to do with the part of your life that made you feel really passionate so far, but now you can only try so much until you realize that you have actually, you don't have to think about this negatively or horribly or in a really sad way. It means that you have gained out of that aspect of your life as much as you possibly can, as much as you possibly could. There is nothing else for you to learn anymore. So now it's only dragging karmically until you realize what this is. Trust me, this is important for you to understand, So as soon as you become aware of this animal, you just kind of like really pay attention to what was on your mind, because it's all kind of going to be connected, and almost immediately you will become aware of the fact that something is like really bothering you, something is like really bringing you down, something is making you negative without you even realizing this. So you just need to understand that the process of healing is not going to start until you specify and realize which aspect of your life it came to an end. That doesn't mean that that aspect of your life it's never going to happen again. It just means that you need to give more credit to yourself, to understand that there is something much better about to come. There is something much more important about to manifest as well. And also, my gorgeous Capricornians, when it comes to the beginning of the week, I know that God, this is very interesting. You are going to need to be like a part of like some kind of a group, or part of some kind of collaboration, or like you're going to need to like kind of do something within a group of people that you're absolutely not going to like whatsoever. You're going to find this a little bit challenging, but you need to be strong. You need to be strong, because you are going to need to kind of like do something important, or discuss something important, or working on something important, which is going to involve people who you don't like whatsoever, and you are indeed going to find this quite challenging. But for the love of God, you need to do this. You need to go through this. You really need to go through this, because now this is needed when it comes to your emotional maturity, when it comes to that particular balance, but it's also needed when it comes to your own creativity. And you will see exactly what I mean, because there is going to be a very, very interesting idea that you're actually going to gain out of it. Very interesting idea, which is going to inspire you. But and it's to do with like a certain like kind of skills, or something that you're going to become aware of, something that is going to give you a very interesting idea. But most importantly, this is quite significant when it comes to you being inspired by somebody also with a very good people skills as well. This is going to inspire you, and it's also kind of going to open your eyes, and you're going to kind of realize something here, and the importance of being tolerant of people who don't make sense. Please just be tolerant of people who don't make sense. And I said this before, because over the next few weeks, you are going to come across people who are having completely, again, different opinion to you. You do not need to tell anything about your personal life to people who don't know anything about you, or to people who don't mean anything to you. So it's all about you kind of also realizing at this stage that nothing is going to change anymore, with your opinion on the certain matters, and with their opinions on certain matters. It's just better to stay like this away. You are like in Honolulu, and they are like in Germany. Do you know what I mean? Like so far apart. So don't worry about people who are really don't have much when it comes to your own existence. You know what I mean? When it comes to things that you're thinking about, what you understand, they're never going to be able to understand. So don't waste your energy whatsoever. But just wanted to remind you that over the next few weeks, you are going to come across people who are going to come up with something so ludicrous and so crazy and so bizarre, and you are going to feel sorry for them, like literally. But just take this as a God's gift, take this as a blessing, you having the level of awareness that you are having, and be happy with this. Because if you didn't have a level of awareness that you are having, where would you be right now? Somewhere along those people who don't understand you. Do you see what I mean? And you know that you are doing the right thing. You know that you did the right thing. You see what I mean, my gorgeous Capricornians? Indeed. And also, when it comes to the midweek, listen, somebody very special, somebody very close to you, certain person, maybe a little bit younger than you, maybe a little bit more sensitive than you. Maybe this person is like a very young spirit, or this person is physically young, like maybe your child or someone. But, that person is going through certain problems. This is someone who you really love, and maybe it's like a great friend of yours, but there is something very sensitive about that person. I'm talking about an extremely intelligent person, but at the same time extremely sensitive person as well. And I hope you understand who am I talking about here, because that person is dealing with a very difficult problem, but it's not difficult at all. You know what the answer is to this problem, and that person is struggling. Maybe they're struggling when it comes to finances, or they're trying to desperately protect something that belongs to them, but they are too proud to say this to you. So for the love of God, just try to understand and see who this is so you can help them out. So it's to do with somebody very special and precious to you, struggling with a certain problem that you just know exactly what to do. You have got the answer. But that person for some reason is way too proud to come through and come forward and tell you this. And it's to do with the money, finances, and protecting everything, protecting things that belongs to them. And you know the answer to this, and even more so what you need to say to this person, that person doesn't have to doubt themselves. They've got everything they need. But to be careful of sneaky people in lives, and to be careful about talking about themselves too much around people over the next few weeks, and that people that person doesn't know, that people that person doesn't like, it's not too close to. So just to keep to certain things to themselves, because I can see some sneaky people around that person who's so special to you. That's why I'm trying to explain, to say to that person who means to you so much, to keep certain things to themselves, because I'm seeing someone really sneaky or trying to steal some kind of idea from that person. Little bastard here, you see. So this is what you need to know. And also when it comes to the midweek, my gorgeous Capricornius, there is going to be something that's going to happen here that is going to surprise you, like a bit of like the situation that is really going to kind of blow you away, but in the best possible way indeed, because what is going to happen at around the midweek is going to be completely unplanned again, and you will see something, and what you're going to see is just going to inspire you to the point where you're going to explode. You know, it's going to inspire you to the point where your passion is going to be ignited at that moment in time. Inspiration, inspiration, inspiration. But even more so, it's not only about the inspiration, but at that moment in time something is going to happen. You are going to start creating something without even realizing. You're about to plant the seeds without you even realizing you're actually doing this, you see. So this is what you need to remember, that at that moment in time you're also giving a birth to some kind of inspiration. You just have to trust yourself. So pay attention to what is actually going to inspire you so much, and you will know what this is, because almost instantly you will want to declare something, declare something, declare something. So this is the level of excitement that I'm talking about, that you're going to be affected by like there is no tomorrow. And this is also like kind of going to be brilliant, because it's going to be the best thing to do when it comes to your professional life, the best thing to do when it comes to your material success, and you're going to feel like, oh my god, I'm going to be like a really strong provider, you know. But at the same time you're building something very strong and durable at the same time. There is going to be very interesting advice that you're going to get and have in terms of your own finances, you know, and especially how to protect your finances and things like that. And also, you know, you are, by the time you get to the last part of this week, please, for the love of God, try to see what is this a very unhealthy attachment becoming in your life. It's maybe to do with a bit of like maybe drinking too much, or maybe smoking too much, maybe taking some drugs, you know what I mean, you know. But you need to kind of become aware of that this is affecting you now, some kind of addiction, you know. And this is going to happen right at the end of this week. So it's an addiction, maybe too much sugar. Don't take sugar at all. Maybe it's like you know, maybe whatever it is that you're doing that is like kind of getting over the board now, please, you need to kind of understand that if you carry on with that, it's just going to start affecting your life. Otherwise I wouldn't see it. So it's a bit of a temptation, but it's also to do with like a very, very unhealthy attachment or some kind of addiction. That's a little David bastard here that I'm actually seeing. And also when it comes to the last part of this week, you know, you will see that your patience is about to be rewarded, my gorgeous Capricornius. And I like this so much, because the message that you are going to have, the news and information, it's going to make you feel so happy instantly. And also you are going to become fully aware of something that was kind of hidden from you, and this is going to be absolutely superb, because it's going to provide you with an information. Two things: you will see how much you actually kind of changed, how much you actually evolved over the last couple of years, but at the same time it's going to make you aware of exactly like, oh my God, I've been patient all this time and now my patience is about to be rewarded. You will know exactly what you need to do. You're gonna you're gonna understand that you need to make the necessary step that would normally scare you, and now you need to be brave because it's to do with an important bold choice, which is at the same time immediately going to attack so many problems that you actually have, but at the same time you're laying a very powerful foundation for the future. What you're doing right now, it's going to bring you celebration. In April 2023 your life is going to be like, oh my Lord. In April 2023 you cannot possibly imagine how different your life is actually going to be, purely because what is happening right now. And this is also like kind of when you can become aware of the fact that you need to make a kind of necessary step. This is going to kind of scare you a little bit, and then a couple of days after that you are going to have a vision, and I like this so much. That vision is going to feel so strong, it's going to feel so vivid, it's going to feel so powerful, it's going to overpower every single aspect of your life. And that vision that you're going to have at around the end of the week, it's also going to like really, it's going to pump you up, and it's going to prepare you in terms of you feeling really ambitious, you're feeling really driven, you're feeling really confident, especially when it comes to this success in your life, and especially when it comes to that particular step that you are going to make. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.